Hey everyone, so this is not like my usual video about chemistry, but something which is much more bigger and revolutionary in my opinion. So I'm going to talk about DALL-E 2. Now, those of you who do not know, DALL-E 2 is basically a artificial intelligence backed tool which was developed by a company called OpenAI. And what it really does is it takes your text inputs. So basically you can type in anything you want and it will create an image out of it. On one hand, you can say it sort of like tries to compete with human creativity, and the images that come out of it that have been presented as of now have been quite brilliant, to be honest. So this is not something new. So DALL-E was basically the first version, that is, it was called DALL-E. So as you can see, this is DALL-E 2. So the DALL-E, the first version, came out in January 2021, and this was developed in January 2022. So in 1 year there has been a lot of improvement. Now the problem with DALL-E was that it was creating images, but those images were not very powerful, in the sense that they were the quality of these images was quite poor. But DALL-E 2 has very high quality images. So let me give you an idea of how it really works. Okay, so this is the image of a bulldog dressed as a wizard. So like fantastic image. Then this one is basically I think a frog wearing a hat. So this is the input that was given, and the AI itself created this image. So you can see how creative it is. And in fact, the name DALL-E, by the way, is actually inspired by Salvador Dali, the famous Spanish artist, and Wall-E, the animated movie, right? And then you can see these are some other inputs, and I was just quite taken aback by this particular image, which says a bear economist in front of the stock chart crashing. Okay, so basically the stock market is crashing, and there's a bear who's basically acting as an economist, and you can see that it has really captured the expression of the bear also really well. Basically it has tried to capture the emotions really well. So this is something which was quite extraordinary. It is currently still not available to the public. They say that they will make it accessible to the public, but there's a waiting list. So I can give you the link to this website over here. So you can see there's an option of join waitlist. So you can click over here and join the waitlist. So whenever there's an opportunity that is available to you, or like when you will basically get an email whenever you can try this tool. Okay, so this is definitely quite revolutionary in my opinion. And in fact, if you see the inventors, I think it's good to know that some of the inventors also have Indian names over here. So this guy Praful Dhariwal, I think was somewhere where is it? Yeah, so I think I saw he was into Olympiads and all, and I think he used to study in Pune. So good to see that he is also in one of the inventors of this DALL-E. And apart from that, Google is also trying to come up with its own similar tool which converts text to images. It's called Google Imagine. And over here also, again, good to see some Indian representatives. So this guy over here, he passed out from IIT Bombay in 2019. So again, great to see some Indian representatives in these tools. Apart from that, there is a okay, so some of you would want to maybe try out these things. So there is a miniature version which is built on smaller architecture available. It is called Dolly Mini, and I'll give you the link to that particular website where you can do some searches. So I just tried to do some scientific searches and see what comes out of it. So the first search that I did over here, so this is the interface of Dolly Mini if you want to try it out. Over here you might need to click on run multiple times, because what happens is there's a lot of you can say congestion in the server. So you might get an error that we cannot run it right now. So keep on clicking run again and again, and within 10 to 15 seconds you should be able to run your simulation. So it will take about 70 to 80 seconds for you to get the output. So you can see output currently is not that of not very high quality. So it's just a miniature version of DALL-E. And I just typed some chemistry stuff, like for example benzene molecule breakdancing. So these are some of the hits I got. So this looks pretty cool. Okay, this looks good. So yeah, even this is also fine, but yeah, this actually looks like the benzene molecule is breakdancing. And you can take a screenshot over here, or you can just click on the image. So you can see it's not of very high quality, but yeah, it does the job. Then I did some other selections also, like for example electromagnetic spectrum represented on a pillow. So again, you can see this image looks superb. Okay, so you can do your searches as well. So this image looks really nice. Then I also did I went a step further, and I just wanted to see what it creates. Docking of a water bottle to a protein. So obviously it didn't create anything at all. So you know, just wanted to try it out. And then I just tried one more, open heart surgery of Ronald McDonald. So these are some quite funny images that have come out. But one thing you will see over here is the images of the people have been blurred out. So this has been done on purpose because they really don't want it to be misused, right? So they're still trying to figure out that what problems that this DALL-E 2 might create, or basically any tool which can create, you know, text from images. It can really be misused to make a lot of, you know, graphic images which might incite violence, right? So that is something that we need to avoid. Also, it has been seen that it kind of like reinforces some stereotypes and biases that are existing in our society. For example, if you type you know, a restaurant, for example, more or less it shows images of restaurants which are based on a Western setting, right? So that is one of the biases. It tries to bring in you can say imagery which represents the Western society. These are some very obvious limitations and you can say biases that this particular tool has, but that is why they are not you know, releasing it to the public, because they really don't know what all harm it can possibly cause. So that is why you can see that they are enrolling it out to only a very few select people, just to see how it might be misused. For example, they have you know, blocked out certain words like blood, gun, shooting, for example. But then you know, they showed one alternative wherein if you, instead of typing blood in the search icon, you type, let's say, a horse lying in a pool of ketchup. So ketchup kind of like represents blood, and so the image that was created was very similar to what you would see a horse, you know, lying in a pool of blood. So that is something that they really need to work on, and that is why you would see that you know, like I said, they are still at they're still trying to release it only to a few people at a time. But anyhow, the images that have come out are you know, are superb. Like I'm a big fan of this illustration. But you really don't know, one more thing that you need to kind of like keep in mind is that you actually have to use it to see how it turns out to be, because like these might be the best images that the tool can, you know, come up with. And they might have just cherry picked the best images and shown it to you to create the hype, but actually the images might not be that great. The chances of that happening are very less. Of course, I'll give you the link to this website as well, so that you can read more about DALL-E 2, what exactly it is. And apart from that, they have created a YouTube video, which is an excellent you can say demonstration of what exactly DALL-E can do. It has some other major advantages as well. Like for example, it can do something which is called in painting. For example, if this is the original image and you want something to be added over here, you can do that as well. So you can see this is the original image, and after in painting you can see that you know, a swimming duck, or basically a test, or you can say a tube of a duck, has been represented over here. And I was really, like, you can say mesmerized by this tool and the capabilities it has. So I really thought that I should come up with the video. Anyway, I hope you like this. If you did, please do not forget to hit the like button. Also comment if you really found it fascinating, and if you want to maybe share some images that you generated using Dolly Mini. And if you like the content that I make, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.
Hey guys, so I'm a verified educator on Unacademy, and along with that I'm also available on the Unacademy Plus platform, where I'm taking live classes along with other educators. So in case you're interested in attending the live classes, you can subscribe to the Unacademy Plus platform using my referral code, that is SETHI, and that will give you 10% discount. Alright, and in case you're not interested in attending the live classes, you can watch the free courses that are available on the Unacademy. For that, all you need to do is go to the Unacademy website or download the Unacademy Learning app and search my name over there, that is SETHI. Once you do that, you will get the access to all the free courses that are available on the Unacademy platform. Alright.